Obia kasa or see Yvonne Nelson here more. But Yvonne Nelson are too new to work at chance. She doesn't need our sympathy. Unyamo. And Obia a professional counselor be him say counseling is not by force. It is when people willingly come to a point of believing that they want to be helped to make an informed decision.
Now so be also a bit me and so ultimately who say inner help she is struggling.
And some microphone na obre a little mokoye de Yvonne because Yvonne in her quest to look for or no, she's gone to different places to make sure say life will be better for her. We're seeking for help. Now, the first place, the only place I may applaud Yvonne for, the quest to know who the father is important. But my bad side, me say, if anytime anybody forces to find your father or your mother, Obia or standing in as a caretaker, representing a certain image of a man or a woman for you, make sure you don't bring them into disrepute or disrespect. No matter how they treated you in the absence of your father. Because men dream say if your father was around, you could have been Yvonne Nelson.
True.
Yvonne Nelson is too ungrateful.
True.
Yvonne Nelson is too ungrateful. She should go back and read her pages. I have read the book. And even now when Bandes was reading, I went back to a page. Again, in the author's report, the author's write-up, or no author, on to me go on. It's a book. I'm a boy.
Bandes, I meet you.
Was Uncle Hanning yet? My two.
Yes.
Yvonne Nelson is ungrateful. Whoever she is by the struggle of your mother. On the 6 months, I say, I attempted terminating you. And the doctor refused. Who told you?
The mother.
So if a woman can go to that extent of telling you what she went through, and you walk through education, you live with people, your mother's struggle and the scared to get married is a narration of Bianca. You have come to write about how she was scary to go and marry somebody and didn't leave you with your grandmother, but took you. Now, Bofra, they be on Apple, we are seeing. Debbie, what again are you looking for? Now you can't. You're not painting any better record for yourself. Seb, you say, why are you able to edit some part of the thing? Is that the story of Yvonne Nelson? Yvonne Nelson here?
No.
So why are you able to edit some?
No.
Oh, please.
And see it. And then I wouldn't.
Oh, please.
Story didn't see it.
The whole book.
From
part 2. Part 2. Season 2. If truly Yvonne Nelson is telling us her life,
this is not a full detailed life.
So if truly she has, if listen, Mike, hear me, my brother, say Ekobani said Yvonne Nelson, to me, keep because say it might not be wholesome. Or even though it's part of her life, it is not authentic for us to read. How can the authors write up or no true book? Dear adjourn the throne. Or can we book no say? Or you say book or true morally no ever young baby you feel. There are things that when she talks about it will become confusion morally. So she knows
what the book could
Onimu said this will create a lot of misunderstanding. But is it because of money? If Yvonne Nelson was looking for money, and that is why she's brought up this book, what was the refusal in sleeping with the said people she said they requested for sex to give her a role to play in the movie industry? And she has not slept with anybody for a role on record.
I do know
it's not in the book.
But who knows the other?
You see, it is on record
that
per what she wrote to us. Say obi obesoni one money chance in that. I'm a later nipping be money 15 roles as compensation.
So doesn't mean
not just obi to me in that money role. Sabu kuni de ye kan ya kire adwen. And obi catch say Yvonne Nelson is bitter, she need counseling. No. She's misbehaving and must be called to book.
Rather?
Yes. She's misbehaving. The quest of looking for your father, I'm not against it. It's the best thing everybody should know because the father's blessing is needed. But in your ability to look for a father, you don't destroy those who stood in your life because Yvonne Nelson. If not, look, your mother, you should write a book to congratulate the struggling of your mother, what she's gone through, and still made you who you are. What are we talking about? If there are lessons you have learned, what your mother did, and what you have done, can you swear to God and say that apart from you at 25, sleeping with a 22-year-old boy who impregnated you and terminated it because you believe that Sir Kwadie was not having a relationship and not because the two of you were not ready to do what your mother did? If that is not a lesson, didn't you ever get pregnant again?
And have aborted it? The 12 questions.
Do you want to tell me, sir, you had legitimacy, righthood to have sex to produce a child? The alleged child you have now, with an alleged, it's alleged.
Alleged child, are they on way?
The alleged child he has with a certain man that they say, Papa, a photographer, you'll be cool, whatever. I'm talking about the connection of the child's father. And whatever it is, whatever happened there. No? And the story surrounding who she is. Are there lessons that she has learned that she's not had sex unprotected? If she has gone through what the mother has gone through, is that the way to pay back the mother?
The mother side, how?
Listen to me. You can disconnect yourself from the whole movie industry, but you can never disconnect yourself from your family. And a child is born between a man and a woman. The fact that you've not found your mother doesn't mean that you've not found your father, doesn't mean that your mother is useless. In this book, every portion you read about the mother doesn't give you anything to say thank you, mommy. If I'm wrong, whoever, please read it. Read it. There's no portion anywhere in the book. Unless maybe I don't know how to read. Because even coming to talk about your mother, you said your mother was scared. You said, let me read this. It says, my mother had let me read it. My mother had remarried by the time I completed secondary school. It was her second attempt at the scared institution that is said have been ordained by God. I think if you are coming up, even in the quest of looking for your father, which is your right, Yvonne Nelson, I'm expressing just a small portion of this book, this great book, that even though I've not found who my father is, I want to say congratulations to my mother for what she has gone through with me. Look, if your mother told you attempted to abort you, and a doctor refused, and you are alive, my sister, thank God you are alive and you have become Yvonne Nelson. Because she's a mistake.
Who is a mistake? Who is a mistake?
Yvonne is a mistake.
A mistake child?
Yes. What the mother said, was it a lie? Why did she abort Sarkodie's child?
Now you're a mistake child.
Yes, my brother. You see, let's not be hypocrites.
I want to be, but I want.
But watch it here. Pregnancy or childbirth must be not by chance, but by choice. So if I have sex with anybody, sexual intercourse with anybody, for fling, for excitement, Sarkodie and Yvonne Nelson's sexual act when she was 25 and was having sex with a small boy, Sarkodie,
was for fun.
Was not meant to produce a child. So the intent was, let's have fun. And out of the fun, based on maybe miscalculation or a pill gone bad, she got pregnant. So that child was not by choice, but it was what? By chance. And that was a mistake in the act.
Hence, aborted it.
Thank you very much. So if it's kept, children born out of wedlock, in definition, are called bastards. Check the definition of who a bastard is. So it is a mistake. Even in our local parlance, you see, when you are banana and one dear, when you are banana and one dear, where will we shan quasia? Where will ban quasia? What shall quasia yin say? When you are doing say, Ubayan one dear, yet you quasia wonsa. It is a 1 year wide drain da. That is what we quasia now. And yen. Na eno ni abako se meda ho. But the ending common ka say, "Mami afasati biemu." Baby aye te na ye bo ankrofo mo pese sebio. Amunye sen ho atochima. Obi a wakofa ne yefu bi no akonya ectopic bi pregnancy out of the womb. Or you terminal to death. Ye free boyfriend nyim no. No consent form of any woman who want to terminate has been signed by a boyfriend before. No medical officer will agree. No. If it is not by a husband who has legitimacy in your life, it is your parents. So boyfriend nyim would have a what am I gonna say? Now, if there's a pain of terminating that pregnancy of Sarkodie, is it the pain of the termination? Not having that child? What is the locus? Okay, sorry now. A dream bench in a tie, sir, and commodity say yen pema grow. Metu yen na yen you. Nkofu e boom penifubia me hu ye wo ye nkwala bere boy ebo one say we see me akoda. Like a boy mentioning say many adwa akoda. They will beat you because we go over any mass. So it was a taboo to mention say many we akoda. Mo amudi is no, yes, no. The upgraded intellectual foolishness of the current women can cause them to pick a camera and mention names of people they have access with. Upgraded foolishness.
And so, man, can't go.
Now, what party said baby can? It's difficult. Even till today, but that suppress upbringing and morality. No, or Beman to me, trust embody. This will be on in our work or any life. But Obi on in a way, Obi any Macolano said, Mini Wabano. Or Bema Bibi and I said, Mini Adwada, Mini Mansada, Mini we are done. It's difficult. But I'm going to say intellectual level of foolishness in the act of Yenia Bie Siatra. I will boldly say, many crab say, many bandits at Dabisano, Sami Bois, Kobisano, many just look at that Kobisano. I mean, you have a. This girl can say so in that daddy. I mean, obviously, Kumchacha finger no Kumasi. If you are normal from a proper home, will you do this? If you I get what I'm coming from. When I read the book, me say, or no person about me friend so you mistake. And I say from the narration of the mother, and then the wafem. She was a mistake to her because it was not a pregnancy to produce a child. Okay. So then anything I need to buy a mistake on this accordion. I don't think that's it. And Pema grown I dream it. I am in Nichi. Say Pimaba, Nipa a shock. This is not what we are expecting. I bear you. What was it? It's in my many attempt here. Nimami and can't show no Yvonne Nelson say when they say about Dimana. Then you break it in book. Umami call why they see who who say, Mammy now, let me bear you as him. Wafati Timupa. Na and ye cannot sema. What was it? Ye come as he said to say, ye see ni Tumago fee, ever bedroom. But say no crack. Pass Yvonne say, Casse. Ne mammy and Yashia Manua. If until Yvonne Nelson came out this way, maybe South say, why name for born and idiot mind for Nelson? Why never for woman?
No, a bonus betty.
A bona, if one has a bono de abano, as what you. Oh, no, as what it. And how kind of alter side now? Or see on him said you're true win. Or no trauma and crowfoot after no more back. Son of beer. Now, when I be son say about generational thinkers who want to think like her. Has she? If on Nelson, my auntie, as yes, say, never penny on to know his mistakes. No. Uncle share the life of the prodigal child. The prodigal child, no, not only never pay neti. So utie in common in my father's house, major fear, because there was an upbringing that was calling back. Never pay home from so say a banisana brofukito amid in Japadiation and Sadeko. So baby wa Japadia one. So the father was following the wealth and riches given to a child by mistake. So never penny knew anything or train the banner. And the banner if you fear be a yatiti ye, me be say. Baby I titi Yvonne Nelson fear. Or person catcher me said there have not been any good morals from the place now. That at this time, no, my young last point, Mr. Chair. Sakwa when you do. No. No. Sakwa, go back and read the law carefully and see the portion that Yvonne Nelson has carried a material which is not supposed to be publicized. Bema can say only oba a relationship. The right to say it is reserved between Ono and Awo. No. The only advertised relationship by law is marriage. Any amorous relationship by law is not. And then I only be trained planning see that boma. Court I money unless we prove cement. And then I say our day who do uncommon. What must say? It is a minute after your phone. Now your phone because they are brands that are supporting Sarkodia now. And Oko schools career education. So this can affect someone that says and you cry obra bomuno. So because many Yvonne Nelson ya sem na ye interpret sa nyinsen awakoya ba I mean on record Yvonne Nelson bushoni. So tama ye cast akonyem no. Like the way I am when I'm saying consider because abrabone de me hu say all kono nkun nti da kokosam ka so nyam so onyinda enti owo ye ne ka tem say dojuru oba na wo nam say nya de ba onwo ye eno mbo video kire me nam say oh say wanya akwo dia ene de se na mpanyifo ka no ye onyim ne na abudu kwasea but like the normal thing wabu kwasea abu ehye kwasea nyinse oyi na yuso be why na ye be gin kwasea bu nsa then the Nigeria blogger no interpreting no eno ko cho say Yvonne Nelson awo kwasea ba. Then started the thing and not throw letters. Lawyers throw me. We should retract and apologize. Blah blah. Where can I story? Yeah. Yes. So it was part of the scene of Yvonne Nelson. Honey, a friend, you can't go. You send me a can't go and do I realize myself. But I can say some portion about the book. Some person can life one. The American say the mistake need to be any ya. Say a canabra bono. Say mistake now you see any ya. Obiasi she needs help. We shouldn't condemn her. Please, we should stop this semantics. Hypocrisy in the court of counseling, in the court of. Do you know what we are talking about? You are going down, and you want to go down with everybody to come up. See, Ufa, I'm not Yvonne Nelson picture. Now we release it on YouTube. It's monetized. Yeah, true. You send you email. Oh yes, if you pick picture and say, you ever send you email because it's monetized even the page of the book. Sika oji bebrebe. Any nimguasi a wode dam nkrofo my two wuti we se waja sebio waja bo papa ye hwehwe nyom so bi say akla yi sen me I do that so much for children but it's on legal basis publishing a DNA there's a clause that should be legal enti na oba na ye fill form na bi say is it for court proceedings is it for this enti you mean publishing DNA bi akeke but se ya fa kokwemu ne akobisa banders baba akubi o baby say banders akra. And say papa na wo bebre wo bandes akra bandes kumasi and like wa wapete ne akofre bandes akra ne apene sample what was say akola yi tete yen enti say be bandes bani no ne akoye sample na ye hu say ampa oh enye bandes ba this must die what say e ampa say bandes ba and say fly but because we didn't go through the right process and we took this thing by and anipa ye kan ho asem enye nipa bi keke yes, I mean, okay. Second speaker for the Federal Republic government. Now you're fair, yeah, in 50 million sabo flying and oh, yeah, bar. Bringing the right up out is but one yanni bar. Now at this time, no, oh, dragging the family into that particular thing. Say, Hompokoye, Okoye, they were what are you bringing up here? Why necessary fashion? Whoever wrote the foreword of the book, Manasseh, because Manasseh has the right to help Yvonne to look for the father. But also, Toronto, Manasseh, who kind of forward now, or say on him say, this book are ever out. It will bring a lot of issues. Why do you intend
to bring issues?
To stir up anger, violence, misunderstanding. Oh no, forward here. Book is on Yankai.
Okay.
So yes, there is no Bamachi. My 2 minute Malusion. Councillor Sipicano. Or see where ye Adibi Bema Chimba Yansa. And you be a Yansa. Miss this book is going to teach lessons. It won't teach anybody a lesson. Because we're not telling a child to rise against a mother who has refused to abort you. You understand? Who has refused to abort you and have used everything that he's having, his shame, her disgrace, to bring you up to have a name that doesn't belong to you and rise up and speak against it.
All right.
What are you talking about?
Diana, you can Diana, that's all kind of say. What's it saying?
What I'm saying is that your fellow counselor.
My fellow, what did I say?
Okay,
I didn't say anything against him.
Okay, but
no, I didn't say anything against him.
No, you did not say anything.
I said what he's saying, and other people are saying.
Swipe. You should have.
No, what do you call a swipe? Don't use wrong English. What do you call a swipe, my brother?
Okay,
No, what do you call a swipe?
Wait.
The English word swipe, no, when you use the word swipe.
Wait.
Don't go use the word swipe.
Okay, I was feeling the feeling you were having. And Untina, Bisano, and also and other people. Nami Susu said he wasn't jeering it too.
Who was the last person who spoke? What are you talking about?
He has the right to speak.
He didn't even speak.
It doesn't matter what I do.
Masa. Didn't Councillor speak? No, hold on. No, you see, you people regularly want to peg people into stupidity in thinking. And let me explain this. Anytime, Masa, you don't know what speeches. Hey, bandits. No, because if he's listening, if he's listening, or his followers are listening for him, then they'll start what they don't know. I'm saying that the picture we are painting, that we have a chair and Chiribanyan Sano, like Sana, Councillor CP, Chirano, any microphone can, and Chire. So what are you talking about as a swipe?
Okay,